Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken short, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Rock, echo, rush in. Check safety, check safety.
On first down, Franks. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All day, dog. 49, check 49.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Go, go. Check in.
On 1st and 10, Franks steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's 2nd down there at the 46-yard line.
On the ready. 57's left. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Charlie, hard. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. What happened?
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. On 4th down, Franks escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 6 orange. Recon, 132 fight. Watch, quick. Go.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, McFarland, and the step will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's just one there.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 31, Rosen eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check nickel. Spot 80.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Motion, pop. One there. Motion.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. I got you. Check, 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 check.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's it, baby.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch. Switch. Go.
SOS.
Ready, go.
On 2nd down, McFarland, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, Franks, and an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Motion. 57. I'm coming after you. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
All day, just like that.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Red. 60 Pittsburgh. Mike. I'm scared.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no
You got
way.
to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, your anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Whip. Watch the whip. Showing it. 36. Alert.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Motion, I got one. Check 4.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Rosen. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on second down, Franks. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
30 pace, let's go. 57, come on. Hey, pick your game up. Chopper, let him.
On third down, McFarland. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Mike. Squeeze, double time. Everyone. Hey, alert. Mike, check.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Past the 20. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Lock it. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 57. Oh. Come off the ball. Ready, go.
Throwing again. Franks escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 7-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Bears 20, Steelers 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Kill.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks, flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Alert! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship! Hey, forward. Hey, watch that!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rosen being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Hey, quarter. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Monday. Press him. He's crashing. He's checking.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So not only do they convert on 4th. But they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And the Steeler first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And to give this time to the tailback.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Take it. Mike 5-4. You ain't got nothing.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that's caught by Smith. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check, walk 54. Coming this way, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen, a screen to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Franks flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Franks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rosen will throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Middle.
3rd and long here for Rosen.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Devin Bush able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, Franks flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on second down. Franks. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down. Franks. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Under 10, under 10, 10. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
27-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Chicago, the final 2 weeks.